Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss an important topic in strategic management, corporate governance. So what is corporate governance? If management is about running the business, corporate governance is about seeing that it is run properly. All companies need managing and governing. So governance is nothing but you have to maintain the guidelines, rules, regulations, policies. So that is a corporate governance. So corporate governance pillars. There are four pillars are there. Corporate governance: fairness, accountability, transparency, independence. So these are the pillars of corporate governance. So we will see one by one each pillar. So what do you mean by accountability? Accountability ensure that management is accountable to the board, ensure that the board is accountable to shareholders. So shareholders and board and everything, uh, it will be covered under that accountability. So fairness, you are going to protect the shareholders' rights, treat all shareholders, including minorities, equitably. So don't treat it as a minority. Minority is also those who are all considered for the shareholder. So provide effective redress for violations. So whatever that any action you are going to take, immediately will inform to the board of directors. I mean the shareholders. So internal as well as external. Transparency, don't hide anything. So the organization will be transparent to everyone. So ensure timely, accurate disclosure on all material matters, including the financial situation, performance, ownership, and corporate governance. Next, independence. So independently, you are going to take any decisions, procedures, and structures are in place so as to minimize or avoid completely conflict of interest. So they're transparent to if you're taking a decision or anything, you're increase the share value or reduce the share value, whatever the information, it will be transferred to the all the shareholders. So independent directors and advisors that is free from the influence of others. So what are the elements of corporate governance? Good board practice, well-defined shareholder rights, transparent disclosure, control environment, board commitment. So these are the elements of corporate governance. So what are the good board practices? So there are some points related to the corporate governance, good board practices. So clearly define what about your role and authority in that organization. So you have to clearly define roles and authorities, duties and responsibilities of directors understood, board is well structured, appropriate composition and mix of skills, appropriate board procedures, director remuneration in line with best practice, board self-evaluation and training conducted. So these are all the good board practices. So control environment. So what are the things you are going to control? Internal control procedures, independent audit committee established, risk management framework present, internal audit function, disaster recovery system in place. So immediately you are having any disaster, earthquake or anything will happen. So immediately you are having the recovery system in the place. Then MIS will be established. The MIS is management information systems established. Media management techniques in use. Then complaints function. Complaints is nothing but rules, regulations, policies, and everything. So complaints function established, business continuity procedures in place. So whatever the procedure, you are going to file the record. Independent external auditor, e-conduct audit. So it's nothing but electronic audit. So you have to conduct that external audit also. So transparent disclosure, financial information disclosed, non-financial information disclosed, everything it will be in transparent. Financial prepared according to International Financial Reporting Standards, that is IFRS. Companies registry filings up to date, high quality annual report published. Then we are going to web-based disclosure. So these are all the transparent disclosure. Next, well-defined shareholder rights. So what about the shareholder rights in that organization? Minority shareholder is also to be the equally you have to treat in that majority shareholders. So minority shareholder rights formalized, well-organized shareholder meetings conducted, policy and related party transactions, then policy on extraordinary transactions, clearly defined and explicit dividend policy. So every dividend policy you have to expose to the shareholder rights. So overall, we are seeing that corporate governance governing the policies, rules, procedures, regulations by the organization. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all.